I'm Michaela. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today I am here to talk about cartoons that will live on forever. So there will be no anime talk in here, not today. So if I see any comments down below about any anime, I know you didn't watch the video. We're not talking about anime, we're just talking about regular cartoons from back in the day. So let's get into it. Code Lyoko. It's a French animated television series that premiered on France 3, some kind of studio or broadcast in France. It started airing in the United States in 2004 on Cartoon Network. A group of teenagers travel to a virtual world called Lyoko to fight against an artificial intelligence called Xena, who causes trouble for people on Earth and create weird phenomena. The scenes in the real world are presented in 2D hand-drawn animation, while the scenes in Lyoko are presented in 3D CGI animation. I didn't even realize this until I think back on it because they did look different. I don't know how I missed that. Anyway, but now let's talk about the characters. Jeremy, played by Sharon Mann. He's the brains of the operation. He's the one who found and starts the supercomputer while looking for parts for a robot. His goals are mainly driven by his crush, Aelita. Aelita, played by also Sharon Mann. She's the smartest of the group alongside Jeremy. She's the one who's trapped in the supercomputer when a group of suited men came to her home as a little girl, and she and her father fled to Lyoko to escape. So, Xena stole an important part of her memory, which is keeping her from becoming human. On Lyoko, she has the power of creation to create and remove objects. Odd, played by Matthew Gexke, or I don't know, can't really say his name. He's the class clown. Has great potential for school, but he doesn't use it. He has a dog named Kiwi who hides in the drawer in his dorm, but they're not allowed. On Lyoko, he shoots laser arrows and has cat reflexes. Has a tail and whiskers and everything. Ulrich, played by Barbara Weber-Scaff. The more reserved member of the group has a hard time sharing his feelings. He practices Pencak Silat, which is a martial art that includes strikes, grappling, and weaponry. He has vertigo, which makes it hard to participate in activities like rock climbing. On Lyoko, his main weapon is a katana. He can make 2 clones of himself, and his super sprint ability lets him go really fast. Yumi, my favorite character, played by Mirabelle Kirkland. Similar to Ulrich when it comes to feelings, who happens to be the oldest of the group. She is of Japanese descent and has a younger brother. She must maintain good grades and respect family culture because of her parents. She practices Pencak Silat with Ulrich. On Code Lyoko, her main weapon is a Tessin fan, and she has the power of telekinesis, moves objects with her mind. And I love her second outfit when they get upgrades. Check it out. Love to cosplay as her one of these days. Next we have TMNT, also known as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 2003 version to be exact. The best version of all time. It's based on a comic book of a series of the same name. Unlike the adaptation in 1987 and the one on Nickelodeon, the 2003 version is more dark and it focuses on the action and themes of familial bonds, but it's still appropriate for younger audiences. The title is pretty self-explanatory. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, who are human-sized, can walk on 2 feet, and they talk. It's about the 4 main turtles' adventures. Let's talk about them. Leonardo, played by Michael Sinner-Niklaus, the leader of the oldest of the group. He's the most balanced and disciplined, but it can be a disadvantage since he's been shown to be a workaholic. Raphael, played by Greg Abbey, the second in command and the short-tempered one, likes to jump into action unless his anger gets the best of him. And even though he tries to work on this, he still goes into a rage when one of his friends or an ally is in trouble. Michelangelo, played by Wayne Grayson. He's the youngest of the group and the jokester. He's goofy and childish. He loves to absorb himself in comics, video games, pizza, horror, and science fiction movies. He refers to him and his brothers as superheroes. And Donatello, played by Sam Riegel, the third in command and intellect of the group. He loves technology, and he takes technology from his enemies to revamp and improve the gear for the turtles. You can see he's responsible for the battle shell, the big truck you see in the awesome intro. Check it out. And Splinter, lastly, played by Darren Dustin, the mutant rat leader of the family and the adopted father of the turtles. He was a pet for a renowned master named Hamato Yoshi in Japan. He learned the art of ninjutsu, by watching Yoshi. And he acts as the spiritual guide and the teacher for the turtles. Next, we have Totally Spies. This show came out in 2001 and ended in 2004. It's about 3 teenagers from Beverly Hills who live a double life as a spy and a high school student. Sam, played by Jennifer Hale, she's the intelligent one and very studious, usually thinks things through before doing something, but she can be gullible when it comes to romance. Clover, played by Andrea Baker. She's boy crazy. She's the first one to jump into action, and she's always up with the trends or aware of the trends when it comes to fashion, diets, etc. And she is always competing against Mandy, played by Jennifer Hale as well. They're arch nemesis, but mostly Clover's. Alexandra, who goes by Alex in the series, played by Katie Lee in the first 2 seasons, and then Katie Griffin in the rest of the seasons. She's the tomboy. She loves athletics and sports, the most naive of the group, since she takes figures of speech literally. Then we have Jerry, played by Jess Harnell in the first 2 seasons, then Adrian Truss in the rest of the seasons. He's the founder and chief administrator of WHOOP, pronounced like whoop, or whoop. It stands for World Organization of Human Protection. He gives the girls their missions and their gadgets for the missions, usually in the forms of female accessories so they can be incognito. Anyway, next one we have Martin Mystery. It's a French, Italian, and Canadian animated television series. That's a lot. It uses a similar art style to anime, but that's it. It reimagines the characters from self-titled comic books main characters as 16-year-old step-siblings attending Torrington Academy, a high school located in Quebec. They work for an organization called The Center. It specializes in cases that deal with paranormal/supernatural activity. Their allies include Billy, played by Sam Vincent, who's best friends with Martin and idolizes him. They have a signature handshake, and is the personal secretary of Mom, played by Tara Rothery. Mom stands for Mystery Organization Manager. No one knows her real name. She's the director of the center, who's in charge of all the investigations and is an expert at hand-to-hand combat. Then let's talk about the main characters. Martin Mystery, the title character, played by Sam Vincent. Mom's favorite agent at the center. He's good at thinking on his feet. He has a passion for paranormal activity and things that are disgusting. But he's an underachiever at school when it comes to regular schoolwork. Then we have Diane Lombard, played by Kelly Sheridan. She's the overachiever when it comes to school. She's the clean freak and a goody two-shoes. Likes to play by the rules, and she can get very squeamish when it comes to their missions. But she likes to reason with logic and instead of jumping to conclusions, which can be helpful during the missions sometimes. And you know what? It's great. A crossover episode. I love crossovers. You should look up the crossover of Totally Spies and Martin Mystery. You should look up Totally Spies, Totally Mystery Bunch. It's so great, and you get to see all the characters interacting with each other. Sometimes they get along, sometimes they don't, but the dynamics are so good. I love it so much. Crossovers are the best. So check it out. And lastly, we have Winx Club, the 4Kids dub to be exact. You need to watch the 4Kids dub. I don't like the Nickelodeon one or the ones on Netflix. It's not the same with the one I grew up with. The one Nickelodeon, Netflix, it's cringy to me. So I only watched the seasons 1 through 3. So let's talk about it real quick. This is about a girl named Bloom, played by Liza Jacqueline, who's known all along that she was special, but didn't believe in herself. She has the powers. She has powers and doesn't really discover the potential she has until she meets Stella, played by Jennifer Seguin, a fairy of the sun, has power of the sun. Eventually, they end up at Althea, a school for fairies, where they learn to grow and gain new powers. They meet her friends, Flora, played by Carrie Williams, the fairy of nature, Musa, my favorite, played by Lisa Ortiz, the fairy of music, Techna, played by Rebecca Solar, the fairy of technology, and then a bonus character, Layla, played by Lucinda Davis, the fairy of waves. You don't get to see her until season 2. Yes, to Black Girl Magic, literally. Then we have, but there's also a school for witches, Cloud Tower, and a school for specialists, also known as warriors, called Red Fountain. No school or no girls allowed at that school. They work on heroics and bravery and rescue stuff. And so this Winx Club, you get to see them go through a lot of adventures and magical adventures and different creatures. I love it. I only watch seasons 1 through 3 since I can't stand the other seasons because they didn't use the 4Kids dub. And the 4Kids dub is really good. It really is. So give it a shot. And I will put a little promo link so you can see the version I like the best in the description below. Click on that to see if you'll like it. They'll talk about what it's about too and all the characters. And so that is where I will stop right now. So why I picked these certain 5 cartoons, you can watch them all on YouTube. Just search it. Search the right words. Like TMNT 2003. And of course, Winx Club, 4Kids dub. And so that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You can stay updated. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And also, again, it's my birthday month, September. Yay, September 19th. Just to let you know. If you want to give me something, I don't know. Something. Anyway, I'm Michaela. I will see you later. Bye.